The underdogs this week are tasty. I think we're giving underdogs. I like underdogs this week. But that doesn't mean reality's different. I'm just going to do some underdogs. So you ready to go with the Blazing Five? Here we go.
That's a hot one.
Let's blaze it up.
Fire it up.
It's Colin's Blazing Five, sponsored by DraftKings. Giants at Browns.
6.5 points is too many. Cleveland's got 14 players on the injury list this week, and really good players. The Giants' O-line's playing well. Daniel Jones has protection. They did not allow a touchdown in the loss to the Commanders. Jack Conklin's out. David Njoku, Myles Garrett, Za'Darius Smith, Denzel Ward. Cleveland's banged up. Their offense is 28th in the league. Deshaun Watson's completing 58% of his throws. And they're one of two defenses without a takeaway this year. But it's really about Deshaun Watson. How much better than Daniel Jones is he this year? I'm not sure he is. 6.5 is way too many points. This Cleveland team's a fraud. Giants win it. Take the points, 24-23.
Broncos at Buccaneers.
I like the Bucs. Not 6.5 points. I'm taking Denver plus 6.5 points. Listen, the Broncos are a really desperate team, and they've got talent. But this is about the Bucs. They were outgained by Detroit by 250 yards. They were 2 for 10 on third down. Baker Mayfield got sacked 5 times. I like Tampa. I don't like them that much. Their defense is missing Vita Vea, Antonio Winfield. It's all beat up. Again, a desperate team. Weather not a factor. You're not facing the Steelers' defense now. This is the weakest defense Denver will face. Bo Nix will have time to throw, and the Bucs defense this year has been bad. It's just not a very good defense. The Broncos are going to cover here. I'm going to take the Bucs to win in a late field goal, but I'm taking 6.5 all day long with this.
Dolphins at Seahawks.
Okay, I'm going to take a favorite. I don't get the line. I'm going to take Seattle at home minus 4.5. Skylar Thompson completes 50% of his throws. This story's about Seattle. We talked Geno Smith. That's not the story. It's their new defensive coach from Baltimore. Seattle has the highest graded defense in the league according to PFF. It was near the bottom last year with the same dudes. They're allowing 4 yards a play, second best in the NFL. Opposing quarterbacks have a 61 passer rating against the Seahawks. It's not about Geno Smith and DK Metcalf. This is an excellent defense. Skylar Thompson? What are we doing here? He has a 60 passer rating. I don't understand the line. And Miami never feels the same when they travel or go up north or go out west. I'm going to take the Seahawks to win. I'm going to swallow the points, 28-17. They will shut down Skylar Thompson in the Pacific Northwest.
Chiefs at Falcons.
Here's my upset of the week. I think Atlanta's a good team. I told Philadelphia fans when the Falcons beat you, take a deep breath. Atlanta's a good football team. They're going to win their division, win 11, 12 games. I'm going to take the Falcons plus 3 points. They had no turnovers and 6.6 yards a play with Kirk Cousins. It's one of the best O-lines. Excellent running back room. Could be the best running back room in the league. By the way, 20-29 against the Eagles. Kirk Cousins moved better. Kansas City, first road game. Mahomes, first couple of weeks, worst in passing yards and turnovers. And Kirk Cousins had this reputation bad in prime time. No, he's not. Last 4 primetime games, he's completing 75% of his throws. There's going to be an upset this weekend. I think it's close. I think it looks like the Philadelphia game, and I think Atlanta at home wins this game. I know. Colin, stay away from Atlanta. I know. My ATM receipts would tell me, stay away from Atlanta. I like them in this spot. I do.
Jaguars at Bills.
Jaguars are not a terrible team. Okay, they're going to play well. 5 points against Buffalo. They're 0-2. The season on the line for Jacksonville. Greg Cosell told us yesterday, Trevor Lawrence is good. He's tall, he moves well, he throws well. They got off to a slow start. Trevor Lawrence is completing 51% of his throws. You really think that's what he is? No, that's not what he is. They've had 12 plays this year of 20 or more yards. That's tied for the most in the league. The Jaguars' offense is a big play offense. They'll be fine. Bills, major injuries. Matt Milano out. His backup's hurt. They have a linebacker in the corner that may not play. Trevor Lawrence in primetime games is actually 8 touchdowns, no picks. Been okay. I like Buffalo. But 5 points feels like way too much for an explosive offense. They're dinged up on the defensive side. Jags win 26-24. Remember, We thought the Jags, last year before Trevor Lawrence got banged up, they looked like a playoff team. The year before, they were a playoff team. They're not terrible. They're not. They're going to be very competitive. These teams are much closer than you think. 26-24, take the points.